If you're not already building on linear, then start today. Like, you don't need to wait for 4844 to start building an application. You can leverage linear as a EVM equivalent rollup, so it's compatible at the bytecode level. For a developer, this already looks and feels like Ethereum. It feels like home. So you can already start trying today. And then I think what I would consider as a developer or builder looking to build their application on linear is that you can start to think of your users paying a lot less gas fees than they are today, and what that could be possible in terms of building a new type of use case that has not been done. We want to see new use cases that push the space forward. We want to see new types of use cases that probably are not conceivable in the traditional world, or the world that we've sort of come from, the Web 2 world. So I'd encourage people to be creative, to start building, start testing, and then let the infrastructure teams focus on making the platform a lot more usable for you and for users.
I guess the main thing, if you're building an application, just expecting that layer 2s will become much cheaper than they are today. So thinking, what could you build if transaction fees were much lower on layer 2s? And that's probably the main thing. One thing that is nice, though, is it won't cause any friction. So if you are a developer, you have an application on an L2, you don't actually need to do anything. The cost of transactions will just go down sort of magically after this upgrade. For everyone who is building a layer 2, though, they need to add support to this. Obviously, like, a lot of them are following this already, and they've already planned to add support. But yeah, so for those layer 2 teams, they need to add support for this new data type. All the application developers, it all happens automatically, and then they should just think, are there new use cases or new things you can build if transaction fees go lower?
For L2s to prepare for Dencun, I would love to see them as soon as possible look how they can integrate blobs into their rollup and basically test them as soon as possible, so that ideally, like, everyone is ready when 4844 is rolled out, and rollups can see these price drops right away.
Well, we want to stress the EIP more and more, so that it's really solid when it goes live on mainnet. This is a wild change. It is a pretty big step still. And so hardening it, making sure it really works as intended, is important before going live on Dencun. Big shout out to the Ethereum Foundation DevOps team, as well as all the client developer teams, in creating the tooling and the testnets that stress the network in such a way that we can really verify that, hey, the things won't fall over because of the increased data throughput, but this is really just going to increase the throughput without increasing the latency to blocks or other things by too much.